Hi, good day everyone. My name is Suhana Zaini. I'm from the Strategic Trade Secretariat, Ministry of International Trade and Industry. I'll be sharing with you on the strategic trade control updates in Malaysia. But before that, I would like to thank KOSTI for inviting the Strategic Trade Secretariat to be part of the International Conference on Trade and Security. I hope my sharing today will be beneficial to all of our audience today. So my contents of presentation today, I'll cover the overview, the coverage of Strategic Trade Act 2010, or also known as STA 2010, our STA team updates, and also the stakeholders engagement. Right, the overview of the Strategic Trade Act 2010. Okay, under United Nations Security Council Resolution, UNSCR 1540, it is our commitment to take and enforce effective measures to establish domestic controls to prevent the proliferation of nuclear, chemical, or biological weapons and their means of delivery, including by establishing appropriate controls of related materials. So under the United Nations Security Council 1540, that was in the year 2004, we actually demonstrated our commitment under this resolution in year 2010 by establishing the Malaysia Strategic Trade Act 2010 in year 2010 itself. And the Strategic Trade Secretariat, placed under the Ministry of International Trade and Industry Meeting, is the focal point for the STA 2010. Right, the laws of Malaysia that we already have this Act 708 or the STA 2010 is an act to provide for control over the export, transshipment, transit, and brokering of strategic items, including arms and related material and other activities that will or may facilitate the design, development, and production of weapons of mass destruction and their delivery systems, and to provide for other matters connected therewith, consistent with Malaysia's national security and international obligations. Right, let's meet the our STA team. Yeah, we are from the Strategic Trade Secretary or STS. As I mentioned just now, we are the focal ministry and custodian of STA 2010. We are responsible for the overall strategic trade management, maintain online system as all the permits are being processed electronically. We process the permit, issue the policies, guidelines, SOPs, and we conduct outreach as well as internal compliance program approval. This ICP is meant for companies that have very strict export control policy. And from time to time, we lead our audits and also interdiction teams when we get intelligence from our enforcement team. So on your right, you can look at the Pharmaceutical Program Services, the Malaysian Communications and Multimedia Commission, MCMC, and the Atomic Energy Licensing Board. These are three plus the STS. We have four actually. The permit issuing agencies under the STA 2010. So our rules actually based on the commodity classification. So we have different permit for different categories basically. So this is our enforcement agencies. On your far left, okay, here, this yellow emblem, this is our Royal Malaysian Customs Department, our main strategic partner under STA 2010. Our Royal Malaysian Police, the Malaysian Maritime Enforcement Agency, MMEA, our Ministry of Health, Malaysia, MCMC, the ALB or Atomic Energy Licensing Board, Bank Negara Malaysia or the Central Bank of Malaysia, Securities Commission Malaysia, Labuan Financial Services Authority or LFSA. And last but not least, other officers as specified by the controller. So our current strategic trade controller is Ms. Eliza Mastura Ahmad Hanifia. Right, some 2021 updates. Right, I'll cover a bit on the internal compliance program enhancement, strategy item list, annual statement guidelines, and stakeholders engagement. Right, for internal compliance program enhancements or ICP, we have some new elements and sub-elements being introduced to ensure the high level of compliance from the companies holding the ICP status. So our existing ICP holders are being required to resubmit their documentation to ensure that they can maintain their ICP status. So there are three new elements that are being introduced under this ICP enhancement, namely the transaction screening, corrective action, and intangible technology transfer, or ITT. We also impose a limited validity period for the ICP holders. So basically, each company will get up to maximum 5 years only and will renew their ICP status from time to time. Right, next is the strategic item list. We have updated our strategic item list, Order 2010, based on the 2019 European Union dual-use ammunition list. Okay, basically, this is an annual exercise that we do. Once the EU list is out, we will update our strategic item list. So the latest one was gazetted on the 5th April 2021 and has been effective from 26 April 2021. And the list can be accessed via MITI's website. Next is the annual statement guidelines. Yeah, we are reinforcing the importance for companies to submit the EUS according to the statutory requirements under the Statutory Regulations 2010. EUS, or the annual statement, basically is a mandatory document under the STA. It is also called as the Form 5. So during this COVID-19 pandemic, we actually allow our end users to provide e-signature. This is a form of facilitation, yeah, because they actually have to provide ink signature. But during this COVID-19, we understand that some companies are not able to access to their office because they are working from home. So we allow e-signature, provided that they can supplement with other additional documents. Right. On the screen, you can look at the STS activities, yeah, from January to October 2021. Okay. Okay, basically we have processed, or we have actually approved 26,958 permit application since year 2012. And for this year alone, we have processed 2,571 permits being approved. Okay. Since 2011, we have 627 companies registered with us. So there are 13 companies just newly registered with us within this year. And we have 215 companies being evaluated since year 2012. And this year alone, even during this pandemic, we managed to evaluate 18 companies. And we have conducted 472 programs since year 2012. For this year alone, we have conducted 46 domestic programs and also 26 international programs that consist of training, outreach, and also capacity building. So most of our programs have been conducted online for this year during this pandemic. So it doesn't stop us. The pandemic basically doesn't stop us from from conducting our usual activities. Right. Next is the stakeholders engagement. So we have been conducting Clients Day for so many years, and this year also we have conducted 5 times of our Clients Day. Normally we conduct our Clients Day on the second Wednesday of the month of February, April, June, August, and October. So basically we have conducted 5 times already for this year. And for the Pocket Talk, we conduct almost every month. This is actually an effort from the ministry with the other department under MITI that provide some latest updates on the FTA as well as on the STA 2010. And then we also engage universities and higher learning institutions, especially on the intangible technology transfer, ITT topics. Then we also engage the port authorities, freight forwarders, agents from time to time. This year we managed to have one session with them, about more than 200 people turn up online, which was a good turnout. And we managed to update some of the latest development under the STA 2010 to ensure that all these freight forwarders and agents are aware of our STA 2010. So basically, these are some of the updates that I can share with you. Right, that's the last slide, I believe, and I hope my sharing will be beneficial for all of you. And I'm looking forward. If you have any questions, yeah, you can always ask, through our virtual platform. Right. Thank you so much for listening to my presentation. Thank you.